back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no longer. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
There we go. 56. Check. There we go. Kill. That's what I do.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, 47.
Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 28. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, check. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. C.J. Procise, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
47. We're going to 53. 26.
Here's Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To try again after the sack. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of 6.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. We're going to 54. Why here? March 49. Here we go. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now back to the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Now Elliott. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Here's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. There's Procise. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Watch the run.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Penny. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson being chased out left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Still got 4 down, 4 down. Under 10, 10. Rush in. I got look. 54. Mike 54. 36 power. Let's go. Come on. He's coming. We got double up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Second and 10 now, Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Front left. 40.
Throwing again here, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
14, got it. 36 power. Gun. Motion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You go tight. Alert. Go. Check 3. Hey, alert.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. He's crashing. He's checking crack. 14, run it. Right there in the middle. Alert. Hey, check.
On first down, Procise. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the screen. Shift. Let's look double count right here. Double count. Go, guys. 4 down. 4 down. Well.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check it back. Booster team. Sorry. Booster team.
Here's Wilson operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Well. Got it. Further. Watch the twist.
To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer. Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Complete to Jason Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. So 1st down carry by Elliott. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On second down, it's Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Here's Pollard again, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now it's Lockett. Call it a 48-yard punt, give him 9. On the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
25, 25. Good job right there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
380.
Mike's 54. Hey, I'm coming.
40. 36 power. 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction soon.